Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for tuning into No Contact. If you like what you hear, we have bonus episodes and ad-free episodes on Patreon. Also, if you want to watch this, which I kind of think is important, I'm going to be honest, I'm a visual storyteller and a visual story listener. There's very ad-ridden episodes on YouTube that could be huge for me. I can make up to $12 next month if you do actually click skip on those ads.
Get us $12.
$12 more than I freaking had last week. This episode is with one of my favorite people in LA, honestly. Christine Medrano, stand-up comedian, has been a voice on Bob's Burgers. When you hear her voice, you'll understand why they picked her. She also happens to be like a world championship, like competitive poker player, which we get into in this interview. We get into the roots of kind of her complicated relationship with her dad. Spoiler, she hasn't been no contact with him forever, but has come to a very, I think like the very end of this, I was like, wow, that's some advice people need to hear. The way that she's sort of set up herself in relationship to her gambling. I don't want to give too much away. Let's just say gambling father. Gambling in a literal and figurative sense. You know what I'm saying?
Figuratively gambling.
He gambles with a lot.
Yeah. Gambles with our hearts.
While being kind of funny and lovable, because that's kind of what they do. Okay. Producer Anya on the mic.
Hey, stalkers.
This story is medium heartwarming and a little fucked and about family, which is why I picked it for this episode. Okay. If you'll first indulge me in a sappy moment, as I don't get to talk about my aunt often. She was the biggest champion of creativity and always encouraged me to be authentically myself in all seasons, from my angry emo teenage years into a more colorful adulthood. Okay, it's giving LGBTQ.
Yes.
Just kidding, I don't know. She was so filled with joy, wore the heaviest makeup in the world, and taught me how to cook authentic Italian food from scratch.
We love that.
Those are 3 of the best qualities in America.
She's great. I'll take her too.
The no contact character in the story is my grandma. When my grandma called me whorish, my aunt was
damn. My grandpa did that once.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do to get called whorish?
My friends and he said that we looked like brazen hussies. Because he's of the theater. Yeah.
Okay, then he's a whore.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, for sure. Yeah.
He's a theater kid trying to slut shame you as
I know,
a child.
right? Because we had style? Excuse me.
Okay, I do feel when men wear colors, they get called gay, and when women wear colors, they get called whorish.
Yeah.
And that's just how America runs.
Yeah, I think he was trying to compliment us.
Oh.
No.
If he was gay, I'd believe that. If you had an openly gay grandpa call you a brazen hussy, he's absolutely going slay.
That's true.
That's his generation. Slay queens.
Slay queen.
12-year-old queens. Okay. When my grandma called me whorish, my aunt was my first phone call, and she was there within 15 minutes, helped me pack my things, and cursed out my grandmother for being such a wretch. Okay, the aunt has been away from us for over a decade now, but I think of her often and how insanely proud she would have been of my queerness. Called it!
Finally, we got one right.
Even though I never actually had the chance to tell her. Anytime something major happens in my life, either a promotion or milestone, or just an exciting, unique experience, I hear her thick Jersey accent saying, fuck yeah, person's name. Go kick their ass, girl. Oh my God, I'd love for an older woman to talk to me that way. God, I'd give anything for an older woman.
Also, can you do your best Jersey accent?
Is Jersey like, that's like New York?
It's like New York. It's very similar to
I'm so California.
You're so California.
Go kick their ass, girl. I'm just talking like myself. I'm just talking like myself. She was such an icon. So I haven't spoken to or seen my grandmother in over a decade because when I visited her at 17, she said the Bermuda shorts and wide strap layered tank top I was wearing were a little whorish.
Damn, grandma.
I love Bermuda shorts because it's like if they were longer, they'd be hotter.
Sure.
And if they were shorter, obviously they'd be hotter. It's like the perfect length to be ugly. I know they're coming back.
Just covered up enough.
Yeah, Billie Eilish is bringing them back. A few years later, at my most beloved aunt's funeral, After her extreme, sudden, and shocking death, my grandma saw me crying and asked my father, "What's wrong with her? She's taking this all a little hard."
Oh my God.
As if we weren't still next to her casket. My grandma was truly insane. Good riddance. Grandma sounds jealous.
Grandma's
if I'm being
jealous.
Honest. Grandma knows aunt is the cool matriarch of the family and wishes it was her. And it never will be.
And it never will be. Fuck you, Grandma.
Fuck you, Grandma. I hope you're dead. We say I hope you're dead so much on this podcast.
Taking this a little hard. Oh, I'm sorry about your aunt. She sounded sounds like she was really cool.
She did sound really cool. I'm glad that you hold her in your little mind when something sweet happens. If I was spiritual, I'd be so obsessed with being like, oh, I can talk to my deceased whoever.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't feel that way about anyone?
Well, no, they're all alive and I wish they were dead. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Wait, maybe that's what I'm missing. Some of the spirituality issue. It's more of the people who I grew up with. Okay, clocking it.
Yeah, next time someone you love dies.
The first time
someone you love dies, we'll check in. Let's see
if I have a chance to be spiritual about it. Oh my God, I learn about myself every day. Every time I open my mouth on this stupid microphone. Okay, this is the episode with Christine Medrano. Thanks so much. Bye.
I really, one day we can be in each other's lives. Okay, bye.
Have you been a part of any verticals?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe stuff that was like made into like a clip, that doesn't count though. Not specifically like filmed
You've
as
been
a vertical.
verticaled.
I've been verticaled, but I've never specifically been in a vertical. I'm curious, but I'm also like not, if that makes sense.
What's the not for you? What's the resistance?
They all look bad.
They look really bad.
They look bad. Like the acting looks bad. It's always like weirdly overly sexual, right? A lot of the clips I've seen.
I think because they think that sex will sell on Instagram, funny will sell on TikTok, but now TikTok's kind of over.
Yeah, I deleted my TikTok after the whole they like gonna keep track of your status thing. Or like if you're queer. I don't know. I was just kind of like, you know what? Good riddance. I probably need to not be. I was just lurking anyways. It was not like I was posting. I was just like, and looking at recipes every day.
I was just lurking, cooking for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Making home meals.
I
should probably stop.
I know. I think it's the platform I miss the most.
Really?
I think it's one of the best social media platforms of all time.
Because there's something that is so intimate about. I feel like people are really talking about this now. Laying in bed watching TikToks with your lover. And look at this. You both trade in the moment. It's hunter gatherer love.
And
style.
also there was a kind of like shared language of like the sounds. Like you could talk to someone in like TikTok sounds. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you really could.
How am I getting sad? You're making me sad. I'm grieving now. How come reels just don't work the same?
The algorithm is not good. It's a lot of like rage bait. I feel like a lot of American-based social media apps are just primarily rage bait now.
Have you noticed the only people on Threads? So sim companies, Instagram, Reels, etc. The only people that pop off on there are people who are getting ratioed in the comments.
Yeah.
Like you read the dumbest thread in your life about like, why do gay guys hit on me when they know I'm not a woman? And then it's like 1 to 10,000 responses of everyone just like, and that's what we go for. We go straight to the comments.
Of course.
That's the audience. It's no one who supports the original poster ever.
No.
You're right. That's the formula.
We're in the comments. We want to see people get dunked on. And I feel like that kind of started more on TikTok too, right? Like I feel like TikTok, you're watching the videos, but you're going straight to the fucking comments. You're not watching the whole videos before you hit that comment and start scrolling. You see, right?
Yes. There's a whole podcast that films in this space about that. Literally called Cooked in the Comments. And I gotta be honest, it's very enjoyable. It's a highly enjoyable. It's mostly wholesome because it's mostly highlighting how funny people are.
I mean, I will never be funnier than the TikTok comment. Also, I've cried at TikTok comments. I remember.
Can you tell me a little more? Do you mean sad
It's
cry?
so embarrassing.
Do you mean like on your period touched cry? What do you mean?
I mean, I feel like on TikTok, I would cry at least once a day. I was on Pet Grief Talk for some reason. a lot of pet grief, a lot of people just like, and sometimes it's like, I would like a TikTok like about pet grief and it would have like so few likes. My girlfriend would be like, that feels embarrassing to like that. I feel like you have, and then I would have like unlike it. You ever do that? See, so you accidentally like the video that had like 2 likes and you feel like this feels too intimate.
Can I
have
be honest?
to unlike.
This might be like a complex I have that could be a red flag about me as a person. That would make me want to like it even harder. Because I'm like, you can't feed me. You can't just make me one of your like racked up numbers. I found this rare piece of content that I genuinely connect with. And like what I thought you were first going to say was, it was like, I thought your girlfriend was like, that's embarrassing to like post the reel about your dog dying and no one cares. Because then that would make me want to be like, they need
that's
it
also
more.
true too. I also would think that. I'm like, you thought you were gonna get numbers on your dead dog?
He was old. Who cares? No, I would literally. That would make me like it more and send it because I'm like, whatever Henry, whatever ass deserve better.
Yeah.
And you put yourself out there. You put him out there. Who knows? That could be the start of something great. My one-eyed dog is staring at me as I say that. It's crazy though because he is gonna live till he's 45 because you told me about these kidney shots in Japan
for cats, and I feel like it's not
He's
like
a
how
cat.
it's basically the same system.
He weighs the same as a cat and he mostly acts like a cat.
Look at him, he's chilling, he's quiet like a cat, he enjoys the carpet like a cat. He does his catitude.
No, that's catitude.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you have a kooky crazy dad.
Yeah, my dad's like, he's a guy. He's a weirdo.
Did you say he's a guy or did you say he's that guy?
He's a guy.
Okay.
I feel like the best way, someone described him to me as a scallywag, and I'm like, that's the best description of my dad ever.
I feel like you have a little of that too.
I have a little scallywag
genetic.
swag passed down to me.
Scally swag.
Yeah. I feel like, it's just like he's just like such a mysterious degenerate.
Okay, so one of those things where like you have learned more as an adult about what he was doing all the time and everywhere.
I think I always knew he was just like gambling.
Okay.
Gambling and having affairs.
Oh no, I didn't know about the affairs. Wait, are your parents together?
No, 100% not. When I was like 16, I remember telling my mom, I'm like, leave him. Oh my God.
Was it because of I've heard cockfighting was a thing.
Yeah,
right?
he's a cockfighting ring in the Philippines. He owns it. And he had like he remember one time he texted me like it was like a picture of like a piece of paper that said like Team Medrano or something, and I was like, what is this? He's like, my cock one. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Congratulations. Like this was like this year.
Oh, okay.
It was just like recent.
Oh, he's still doing that. Okay.
He's still doing that.
So when you were conscious, when are we conscious? Age like 5.
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing that you were aware of?
He was cleaning offices. My dad was a janitor at a janitorial
in the
business.
Philippines.
No, here in Canada. In Canada.
I wish we were in Canada.
Cleaning offices. I would come clean as a kid.
Aww.
Child janitor. Shout out to other child janitors getting paid. I don't know. Like he was kind of like, my dad's very quiet. I'd also play basketball against him. I'm trying to think of what. I remember when I was like,
most people say with. I
with.
feel like not to be, I'm not correcting you. I'm just
did I
knowing
say?
it because I think that's information. Most people say, "Oh, I played basketball with him."
yeah.
You played against your dad.
Against him, like
Okay.
one-on-one. But I feel like he would kind of like steal my money as a kid. But
Wait, like your child janitor salary?
my child janitor's salary, if there was like a birthday and shit, I'd find money missing.
Like you got a card you knew had whatever a $20 bill.
I
in
would,
it.
yeah, I got good at hiding money because of my dad. I would like, because if I left it in my dresser, I'd be like gone.
Your dad went into your dresser, that sounds like hiding. Dresser does sound like you're already
Well,
hiding.
it's kind of like you put it in a drawer. You're not just gonna leave your
Okay.
money, I
Okay,
remember having.
no, I
I just
hear
remember
you.
having a clear little pouch with like a little top that you could slide, like a little slider.
Oh, a nice Ziploc.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then putting some money in there, and then it got taken.
Did you bring this up to your dad as a 6-year-old? Like, hey, Dad, did you steal my money? On
I
my
honestly,
dresser?
thinking about it, I'm like, I don't remember if I did, but I know that when I got older, I would, because sometimes I would put like a piece of paper with how much was in it. So I'd be like, that will teach him. But then when I got older, sometimes it'd be like I had a bank account. I opened a bank account when I was like really young, like 11, whatever, you know what I mean? And then, but my parents like wake me up in the middle of the night, and then they'd drive me to the bank to take out my money.
Wait, why? Why?
Because they were gambling and they were like losing and they needed to try to swing it back.
Your mom was in on it too.
For a second.
Okay.
For a second, she got a full folie à deux, whatever, right?
These aren't words that I know.
Isn't that like, it's
Is
like
that
that,
French?
it's like,
Canadian?
first of all, it's that Joker movie, but it also means like when like two people go crazy together, kind of.
Okay.
It's like a thing.
So she was sort of like medium, maybe not an addict herself.
For a second,
But
she
it was
was. She
her
definitely
codependence.
was.
Okay.
Like, I feel like she wasn't in the beginning, but then got, you know, to be fair, it was fun, I think, for them. Like, I feel like as a gambler now, like, I don't know. So my dad gambled. My dad gambled. He was a big gambler, is a gambler.
So you're a poker queen.
Thank you.
I
yes.
don't know.
I'll take it.
I don't know why I felt like this was just in the past like few years for you, but now I'm like, have you been are you a child poker player?
Well, here's the thing. I've always been into gambling and poker and like watching poker online and stuff, like watching the WSOP when I was growing up. And then it was
the World
Series of poker.
I'm with it.
And then it was basically like I was writing a pilot and I started to go to casinos more to kind of like research and then kind of be like, I'm kind of like, this is fun. And like I understood, like it was literally going to like understand my dad more and to kind of like learn more about like playing live poker that I kind of like, cause I'd gone to casinos before, played poker before, but not just like at a regular, like I was going like, I'm going for research, I gotta go again. And you know, the script's done now.
I truly don't know how you didn't know you would start playing. You were born for this.
I mean,
You're primed.
I feel like I put it off because
you
of
do.
the like, you know, I've been like I could easily get addicted to gambling.
Do you-
I still think that all the time. I'm like,
I was gonna
am I
say-
addicted to gambling? I don't know if
I mean, it's so hard.
am I
when-
grinding
You're grinding, is
or
the
am I
thing.
addicted? It's like you don't know.
Because especially with poker, it's like you do have to practice a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I even understand what you're practicing. Every time we talk about this, I'm like, isn't it just luck? And you're like, no, there's books. And I'm like, I don't think so.
There's like a lot of books, courses. I've been coached. I've taken coaching.
See, can you get coached on an addiction? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And if you're like successful, you've literally played in the World Series of Poker at least twice, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've cashed. I am a profitable poker player, but I think that my dad was just like, he was playing poker, but he was also playing like, I've gone to the casino with him and it is crazy. It is insane.
His performance? At
Just
the
how
table?
he plays. Like, so like last time I went to my hometown, we were
Which is where in Canada?
Winnipeg,
That's
Winnipeg,
right.
Canada.
That was in an episode of The Office. That's what I know.
It's
Cold.
also in an episode of King of the Hill and like anyways, cartoons. But we went to the casino. It was a casino that only had slots because he used to play blackjack. I'm like, why don't you play blackjack anymore? And he's like,
Sorry,
I
is
don't.
blackjack cards and
Yeah.
slots is a robot?
Yeah, slots
I'm
is
with
the
it.
robot. It's like the ding 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 ding.
If you're lucky.
Sensory overload. But my dad will put in money and then he will just hit it as fast as he can. And like he'll be winning money, but it's like you don't even know if you're winning money. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you playing for? And he's like, to hit the jackpot. And I'm like, oh, this man is not playing necessarily even to win money. It's like jackpot or nothing else.
No strategy.
No strategy. Just
Which
like,
is the opposite of poker.
yeah, and even when he plays, but he's a whale. It's like that's like a gambling term. Where it's like a person who like has a lot of money and then like is bad at gambling. He just like loses so much money. He's the kind of person who like if he sits down at a poker table, you're like salivating. You're like, let me fucking get in a hand with this guy
This idiot with
because
a
he
ton
likes
of money.
action. You know what I mean? He just likes action. He just chases it. He's just like, yeah.
Even if it's losing.
Even if it's losing,
People
he
just-
doesn't care.
He just wants the attention.
He just wants not even the attention. He's like by the casino by himself, like ding 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 ding. It's crazy.
That's
I
so,
don't
like-
understand it.
I'm sorry, I don't know. This is rude probably. I'm just picturing like when they're doing tests on like different types of where they're like, how addicted are rats to sugar? And it's
Yeah.
just like seeing how many times they ding 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 the machine.
They're like, yeah.
And I'm saying this is someone who like I'm sure that's exactly how I would act in front of this overly sensory ding 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 machine. I know for a fact I would respond the same way.
Yeah,
like
but
a rat.
if it was like every time you did it though, you were losing $100, would you still be doing that ding 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 ding? Because that's the thing. It would just be like he's there, and then all of a sudden like we're walking out, and I'm like, you just lost like $3,000.
3,000? This is
Like,
something that happens
no,
often.
Like he's losing like lots of money.
So how is he making all this?
He is
whale
a
ass
very
money?
good businessman.
Okay, the
Yeah.
business and
that
the,
sounds like creepy and like not creepy, but like it sounds like he's doing illegal shit. But he has like he just opened a bunch of businesses, and
Not
kind of
cockfighting rings exclusively.
well, no, that's just in the Philippines.
Is it
But, like,
legal in the
Canada,
Philippines?
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's not. 'Cause
Sounds like
there's,
he does that for
there's
fun
like a
too.
stadium. It's like one of those things where I'm like, what does this cockfighting ring look like? And then he had videos from
Also-
inside of it, and I'm like, this looks like a fucking small stadium. I'm like, this looks like if you sold that out as a comedian, you'd be like you know what I mean, like making.
It's like the Kia Forum for
It's
cockfighting.
it was like one of those things where I'm like, this is like big. I was just like, what?
So not like underground. That sounds legal. That sounds
It
hella
sounds like
legal.
I think it's maybe. Don't quote me on it. I
For
don't
sure.
know. This is definitely a fact check if it's true. Like my dad gets arrested.
In what country?
And multiple.
Okay,
I don't know. Who
sure.
knows?
You know, that's a good point.
Warrants.
That's a good point.
Warrants on warrants.
So he opened a bunch of businesses.
Like
of
he
what
had a
type?
janitorial business. We were cleaning offices, and then
Okay, he was like the owner. He employed other people.
so he was
et cetera?
started. He started as a janitor. He was just
Mhm.
janitor working for another guy. He figured out the business model and then started an identical business, and then just underbid that guy on all the jobs. Because he was the person. Because the guy was paying him. He's like, well, if I clean it myself, I can just get the job myself and get all of the money.
Literally.
And so he went and he did that, and he like underbid, and it would just be like our family cleaning the offices, and then eventually his family, my cousin, siblings, everyone was like working for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he fucking underbid because you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All his employees were you and your 6-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart. Anya,
Yeah.
we should look into that. Okay, so it was janitorial. Did he have other
And then
other legal?
he started.
operations?
He was working as like a healthcare aide, which is kind of like you work. It's like you're not a nurse, but you like help the nurses.
Yeah.
And then he started a healthcare agency. So in a healthcare agency,
So same thing as before.
kind of. Where
Kind
it's,
of.
well, it's like, for example, if a hospital has like 5 people who've called in sick and they need to fill it and they can't pull from their own staff, they'll call this staffing line that they have to kind of like. So he'll be able to like employ a bunch of people, make a little bit money off of every single person.
Like
who goes in.
substitute teaching.
Yeah,
He gets
except
commission on substitute teaching, but
except
nurses.
he had like if he had like a bunch of substitute teachers that worked for him, and then sent them out to hospitals and get a little bit from each of them.
And were you also a substitute nurse as a child?
No,
Okay,
but
just
I did.
checking.
We did work. Everyone worked for it. Like you do the payroll, you'd help with like things and around the house. You'd like literally go through. Like for a while, it was like my cousin. When my parents would go to Vegas, sometimes they'd leave my cousin, who was like my age, in charge of the business. And the business was that you'd get a call from the hospital, be like, we need 4 nurses, for these shifts, and then you'd just go start calling people through a book and then like write it down or whatever. Be
And
like,
you're
okay,
how
you're going
old?
this. Like a teenager in high school.
Okay.
And like my cousin too, she was like, and my brother would do the payroll. He was like a teenager as well. And he would
Not
always
teens doing payroll.
well, yeah, and he was so fast at typing, and then also he would just give himself like the max amount of hours every time. Yeah,
I mean, you just if you're a teen given that responsibility, you're
You're
not
gonna
have
fuck
to
around
kind of
with it.
write that off
yeah.
as an expected extra cost. And I think you should get overtime just for being a child. That's
I
just
think
my
so.
opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, so it's funny because these are both like pretty, I don't know, straightforward ways to make money.
Yeah,
Perhaps cleaning, nursing or healthcare aides. But then
yeah,
he has this other
And-
dark side of him potentially.
yeah. Just kind of like he likes to
Or the scallywag side.
scallywag side. It's just funny because you meet my dad and he's like the most quiet guy in the world. He's just like, yeah, okay. He's like very monosyllabic. Like I'm not even joking. Like my girlfriend met him and she was like, I was like, is that what you expected? She was like, I was actually surprised at how quiet he actually was.
Is he, do you think, doing that intentionally? Because that's a great cover for someone running secret businesses or scams, to be unassuming.
No, I think he's just like weird. I think he has like
think he's
definitely
just
like
weird.
neurodivergent or something. You know what I mean? He's like but he also is like, I think it's like with, he like lies a lot, and I've caught him in lies. And so that's always like interesting because I'm
Like
just like,
about
why lying?
Stealing your birthday money?
That and then
What
like
else?
one time I asked him, I was like, when did you start gambling? I was just curious, like, when did you start playing poker? Like, when did you start gambling? And he was like, it wasn't until I was in Canada. And actually, I was like, so you knew mom? So like, when you were with mom? He's like, yeah. And then I asked my mom, I'm like, so I didn't know that he only started gambling when he was in Canada. She's like, no, he didn't. He's like, his mom, when he was like a kid, used to like pull him out of places for gambling and beat him with like an umbrella.
So he was gambling as a
He
child?
was gambling as like a young person. I don't know how young, because it's hard to get information that's accurate from that man. But he was gambling as a youngster. At least I'm assuming like, teens.
I can only imagine what he was doing at freaking recess. Or lunch
yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
like craps, whatever. I don't know. Like, it's truly like, I don't know. Like, I would love to learn more about his gambling, like, history, but it's hard to ask him anything.
It's impossible because he's a liar, kind
He's
of.
a liar, yeah.
Why do you think he even lied about that? What's the value of saying I didn't start till Canada? What does he even gain from that?
I truly, like, he's such a strange dude. I don't know. Like, one time he lied to me and told me he, like, won the lottery. And then he like let it go on for days, and I feel like he just wanted me to tell my mom because they're divorced.
Oh, and this was post-divorce.
I'm just kind of, you know what I mean?
And then again, what is that goal?
I don't know.
Give her FOMO?
Yeah,
Make
just be
her
like,
come
oh, look
crawling
what you
back
missed
to him?
out on, my gambling addiction. And then also like you remarried, so like what are you doing?
Oh fuck. Who did he remarry?
She's very nice. She's like from the Philippines. She runs the business now. He just kind of, every time I call him, well, the only time I speak to him, he is usually through Facebook Messenger.
Of course.
And he like FaceTimes me on Facebook. What do you call that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I didn't know people ever did those calls.
Video
on purpose.
calds. Yeah,
I've only ever dialed them by accident.
He
but
does
actually,
them-
that makes sense. He would.
he does it on purpose, and he's always like lying down in bed. And it's like the middle of the day. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm lying down.
Yeah, the wife's running the
I'm
business.
like, what? He goes to the Philippines for like 6 weeks by himself. He has a wife and a kid, and I'm like, what are they doing? He's like, they're running the business. Someone's got to run the business.
You know the kids at work.
Yeah.
Why did you even ask that? How old's the new kid?
I think she's like 13, 14 now.
Oh, she's little.
Yeah.
Is she cool?
She's cool. I've met her. I like her.
Does she know he's...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. It's one of those things where like everyone knows. It's just kind of like, it's just now because he's like, because I guess he like has this business that pays for it. He just kind of like, it's just like, yeah, like I went to go visit and I was like, why don't we go bowling or something? I like wanted to get to know my
LA.
sister. Well, in Canada, I wanted to get to know my sister a little bit more. I'm like, we should all go bowling. Like, it'd be fun. And
That's
like,
what you would call an appropriate activity for a 13-year-old sister.
yeah, so I was like, we could all go as a family, whatever. And my dad could not go because he had to go to a poker game. And I'm like, I'm like never in town. I'm just like trying to get to know this kid, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for sushi with my friend.
And he just said like, he's just like, no. There's no...
He was just like, I can't.
It's interesting what he will lie about, yet there are so many open secrets.
Yeah, like he would hide money a lot, and we would search the house for it.
When you say
crazy.
now, when you say we, do you mean like you and your mom, you and your brother?
Okay, there was one time he got really drunk. My dad doesn't really usually drink, and he told us that he had hidden $10,000 somewhere in the house, and then we all left him where he was, and then searched the house.
You left him at the bar?
We left him. It was like a
You're
family
like,
house or something.
Oh, so you should go to the bathroom.
And I just remember us we're like, we gotta find the money.
And you never did?
And we never did. But then one time, it was like, my dad would always have like a bankroll. If you're a gambler, you know this. You have just like a bankroll. So you just have like a wad of money. Like I have one, you know what I mean? Just like a bunch of money.
Definitely have a
cash.
huge wad of cash. Easy.
And he would just like leave it out sometimes on his nightstand. And I remember one time he was taking a nap, and then he woke up and he's like, someone stole money, like $1,000 from me. And he like went and questioned us all. And it, like later on, my brother was like, I took it. He's like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna fucking do? He's gonna lose it anyways. Who cares? You know?
And your brother's right.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things for like,
Your brother's like, this is a waste of money. I'm gonna actually like buy a skateboard or
yeah.
whatever.
Well, it's my gay brother's definitely not buying a skateboard.
Oh my god, your
but-
brother's gay.
Yeah, two
Thank
gays
God.
in the family.
I love when a family can't make straight kids.
Yeah, they can. Like, my brother was, he's a modern dancer, very gay.
Oh, he was fruity forever.
yeah,
fruity toddler.
He came
and
out of it, out the womb, gay. I mean,
came
as we all
out
do.
when he
But
came
you know what I
out.
mean? He was just like, that's just coming out.
That's funny because I would have thought that about my mom, but that was the 90s or whatever. When was she born? She's Gen X. Is your dad Gen X? Boomer.
I think Gen X.
He's like he sounds cuspy.
Yeah,
his behavior is
like
very
60s.
cusp.
I don't know. He wears like he's like the kind of person who unironically wears like a fedora and like a pinky ring.
See, but after everything else you've said, that's just not surprising.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
He has on his Insta and on his Facebook, no joke, more pictures in front of his Mercedes, like in different cars that he has, than in front with any of his kids. He has 0 pictures of me, but in front of this car.
Mercedes plural.
He like trades it in every now and then.
They love to trade him in.
And then he also gets a new phone every year, and I'm like, what do you need a new phone for?
An iPhone?
An iPhone. And I'm just kind of like, you don't know anything. You just barely use.
He
know how to
uses
use anything.
Facebook Messenger video call.
He does not need
on an iPhone fucking 18X or whatever it is now.
Who knows?
He's the only one doing that. I confidently
I
it's
truly
like when
believe
people
him.
say like, oh, those words have never been put together. That's your dad and like kind of a lot of his technology use, frankly.
Yeah.
So this to me makes sense though, again, because I feel so much of, if you're addicted to gambling, there's something about like having a lot of money that means a lot to you. And therefore status symbols mean a lot to you.
He's very peacocky.
Okay, which is like the Mercedes and the new phone every year.
New phone every year, pinky ring, kind of like, yeah.
That actually makes a
walking
ton of
around
sense.
in like a too tight Hugo Boss shirt. I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't mean this to, like how I really want to see a picture of your dad.
Let me see. I mean, he's very.
Does he post a lot on Facebook? Is he like, hey,
he's posting too much, in my opinion, for
for who he is?
Yeah, it's for being like a weird.
Is it like photos of cars mostly, or does he like share opinions on like
He's not sharing opinions.
Politics.
It's
okay.
No.
His opinion is look at my car.
Kind of. His opinions is kind of like I don't think. I'm trying to think if like my dad knows that I'm queer, but he truly, like last time he visited, he asked my mom, he was like, so when is he met my girlfriend, and he's like, so when is she gonna get a boyfriend? My mom was like, you met her girlfriend,
and you've lived together for many years.
We lived together for 5 years, and my mom was just like kind of like, she's queer, and then my dad was like, kids these days, what's wrong with them? And I'm just like, but he doesn't like, I don't know. It's not malice.
You made 2 gay kids. This is your gay fault.
Yes.
It's hereditary. It came from you and your Hugo Boss shirts. He wore them too tight. So when you were pregnant. Wait.
When I was pregnant.
I forgot.
Okay, so this is his, no jokes. This is his face. Like you can see the multiple.
Okay, don't. Respect to your Mario. Can you send this to, can I please include this? I don't think he bought that. He's just at the dealership.
No, but then he does have one. Like this is him in his driveway.
Oh, he's the way he
like
has
see,
his
but
hands on it.
Like he has one without it and then one with it.
The
like
hand on it is like it is a child.
It's just funny because it's like he like.
Please send that.
Yes,
please send that to the team.
Like how many, right? There were 3 photos you saw with different Mercedeses. 0 with his kids, any kids.
Or his wife.
Any wife, any family. He has a giant, 10, like he's like 10 siblings. Not a lot of them passed away, but
Are they in the Philippines mostly?
Canada, Philippines, and a few have passed away.
Are any of them like this? Or
Gamblers?
is he sort of like an odd one out?
I feel like they a lot of them do gamble, but not to the degree that he does, but also because I don't think that they have the money that he does. Like, that's the other thing.
So he's making legitimate money now to essentially be bad at gambling and like keep Winnipeg casinos afloat.
Like he I feel like the whole reason he started any businesses was to be able to gamble.
You know what? Some people don't do that. Some people just keep borrowing money from others.
He's employing people.
Okay. Okay.
When I was a kid, though, this is the thing that would really happen is like they had this business, this healthcare agency, and sometimes they had like over 300 employees. They had a lot of people that were working for them.
Damn.
And sometimes every single check would bounce because he was committing, fraud.
And he's never been in trouble with the law?
He has been. He was arrested. But he was arrested in Vegas. He had an arrest warrant out for him. He was in jail here in Los Angeles. And then because he had lost $50,000 in Vegas.
No.
And then written a bad check and then like bounced. And then
He bounced like his check.
yeah, and then
Name
they
of that.
and then they were kind of like they sent him a letter or something and being like, "Hey, you have an arrest warrant out for you," and he just like ignored it and came to try to visit the States, and then got arrested and was in Twin Towers here in Los Angeles, and then they extradited him to Vegas.
Okay, wait. So he's being essentially like sued, arrested, whatever, by a casino in Vegas.
Yeah,
He
they were
just went
looking
home to Canada and was
Yeah.
like, "This is fine. I'm gonna visit my kid in LA."
Yeah, he's very. You have to realize he's very kind of like, huh? He's like always disassociated, and I feel like
This is why
I don't think he's ever been present in a moment.
Dude,
I
this
don't
is
know.
how Rob R won traders. I swear to God. This is a tactic. And I don't even know if it's just his natural ability and this is part of what's making this you could say work for him. Or if it's intentional. But this makes sense to me that would absolutely work to his advantage. Because look, I've never been in the FBI, but I imagine most stings people are like, what are you talking about? They like overreact or they try to run. So to come across some man in a restaurant who's just like, what? You might, I think as an FBI agent,
What?
double check yourself.
They arrested him like as he was like the plane landed. Everyone else had to like before anyone got off the plane, they had to like the police boarded the plane and then arrested him before anyone deplaned. So the moment he landed in the States, he got arrested. It's like it's not like he was at a restaurant. He was just straight up like on the plane. They knew he was coming in. They were ready to arrest him the moment he landed.
I'm gonna be honest. That has to be such a cool day as a flight attendant.
I mean, you must be like, what the fuck is this guy in for? And you're just turning,
Especially
like,
him when he's just like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess.
yeah. He's like he's like a quiet little dude. Not little. I don't know. He's like 5 foot 5'5" or something. I don't know.
I just think that works for him. I think he's working quiet, short king, quiet confidence.
I mean, here's the thing. I go to the casino and I feel like I see about like 30 different versions of my dad every time I'm there.
So is that, I'm so curious about you. You're kind of like making that your own.
Taking on my,
in a way.
Like he was like, I always like to think that like, he had like whatever the family problem was, I have the solution, the family solution. And it's just like understanding basic math. Just like, it's like,
not me thinking you're gonna talk about like therapy and like boundaries.
No.
It's like no. It's just not a problem.
I can
if
be
you
the
can do
winning
math.
gambler.
It's so fucking funny because I don't think you're wrong. You're
Yeah,
actually
it just takes a
right.
woman to make it right.
And I've
To
been
take the
saying.
man's addiction and turn it into a winning streak. I
Right,
don't know.
actually, your mom could have been great, but your dad took her down.
You know, it's also like she tells me about when she gambled, and sometimes it's like so exciting to even to hear her talk. Like she talks about this a heater that she went on, which a heater is like when you're like just like like a sun run. You know what I mean? Like you're just winning.
You define this.
I'm just
you define this
using
lingo by even more obscure lingo.
Like
Peter,
more
a sun run.
casino
Peter,
talk.
I've heard sun run never in my life.
But
If you're making a bunch of money back to
like
back.
you're just winning.
Okay.
Just winning.
Winning.
Like you like sometimes you're just like winning against all odds. Like you're playing stupid hands and you're just like fuck it. Like luck's just on my side. I'm just along for the ride. And that has happened to me. But when my mom tells me this story about when she sat down and won like $10,000 playing poker, and that she's like I wouldn't even look at my cards. I'd be too busy like raking in the chips from the last hand, and I knew I won. And so it was just kind of like sometimes you just have that though.
This is
Poker players understand, like if you've ever like played a tournament or like you've made it far in a tournament, is sometimes it feels like you're just kind of like the tournament wants me to win it.
This is so like higher power. This is almost religious.
It's almost religious. I remember I was just watching this interview with this poker player, Shina Okamoto. She's won the ladies event at the
you've
WSOP.
posted about her.
Yes, twice.
Okay, cool.
And then she made it to someone asked her like, do you believe in God? And she was like, after I won back to back, yes, now I believe in God.
I would too. Shit.
Yeah.
I was raised a Burning Man, but I become a Christian if I kept winning poker. That's so actually inspiring. I'm gonna go. Let's go to the City of Commerce casino.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you would know about this, but like casinos are very illegal in some places, and then absolutely truly not. Like you do have to go to some other random city for you to go play.
Well,
in LA.
Los Angeles has a lot of card rooms, and that's the difference. So we have card rooms, but slot machines are saved for, I believe, the reservations in California. So I could go to a card room and play poker, blackjack, those kinds of games. I think blackjack is ending in like April.
Really?
Yes.
Like illegalized?
in California for some reason.
You don't know why?
I don't know why.
Is blackjack is a like luck based probability like card game?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
But they let a lot of card games happen at these casinos. It's like usually just card games and maybe like Pagao. But even that, I'm like, don't ask me how to play Pagao. I don't know. And like Baccarat. But yeah, it's just like you could play, but slot machines are like something else.
I see. And that makes sense.
But now people can gamble anywhere. Are you on the gambling on Kalshi? No, I'm not.
The way that Kalshi, I'm like, I can't even get into how dark it is to also then get audition requests to. I'm like, it's all the auditions we get for commercials are AI and fucking betting and gambling.
Yeah.
And then you see that on TV and you're like,
crazy.
damn, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I really don't get how Kalshi became legal, and maybe that's not for me.
I think it's
you,
I think it's like right now it's like the wild west where it's just kind of like they don't know how to like this is like they never thought that people would just be like betting on anything, and like now they've because they make the predictive it's prediction markets.
Oh, okay.
So if you have any inside information about anyone who's like coming out, place a bet. I don't know.
So it's like, okay, sports betting was regulated, I think, till it wasn't. And like other things, other specific industries were regulated, but because Kalshi's literally anything, it's unregulated.
Yeah, and they're not looking at it as like betting, they're looking at it as like prediction markets, kind of like the way you can bet like
on stocks
like for or against or whatever, you know?
My
so it's
God.
prediction markets. Because in California you can't like I can't do a parlay. I can't bet if a team wins or loses, I think. But I can bet like weird parlays.
Like things that happen in the game.
Yeah.
And I've heard of this because I've been like, I know someone who does this illegally, and then some shit was on an app and I didn't understand the difference till right now. So does that, okay, your little poker brain and your little family.
Gambling, people will find a way. There's so many ways that people kind of go around to be able to play and gamble illegally, whatever, I think. I don't know.
Do you have any interest in this? Are you like,
on betting online or like just
any of this unregulated non-poker? If you have this non-poker,
I don't know. I feel like I don't really like betting on things outside of poker on a regular basis.
Outside of yourself.
Truly, like maybe I would buy action. You can poker players can sell action, so I would buy action from a better poker player who's maybe going into a tournament, and then I would get returns from if they win.
So what's an action?
Buying action is like if I'm gonna
like a fantasy poker team.
It's kind of like if you could. Like if I was going to the casino and you gave me $10 and you're like whatever percentage you're getting from what you win of this $10, I want.
And you've probably been doing that since you were 5 years old.
I mean, I don't get returns. Yeah, my dad just takes my money. I've been bankrolling him. No,
you find out that your birthday money's missing and your dad's like, it was an action.
Yeah, he was like actually, but he wasn't playing poker. He was playing like more like Passoy, which is kind of like a weird, kind of like Filipino poker. It's like weird. There's all these like so many different card games.
I kind of do love that you've taken it back. It really feels you've taken it back. You said you see like 30 of your dad. Is it like at all a triggering environment for you to be at the casino? Or are you just like, I'm here to do my thing, which is math as a woman?
I have always felt very comfortable in casinos.
I know what you mean because I'm the same in like warehouse parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of my parents.
Yeah.
I really do get it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be comfortable here.
We shouldn't be comfortable here.
But that's home.
Yeah. My parents would go to Vegas when I was like 13 years old and like we'd be left alone kind of and they'd be, so I'd be like roaming around Vegas alone.
Outside
cool. In casinos, walking up and down the strip. I was like, as you know, and kind of like... And so I'm very comfortable in casinos. If anything, I'm always complaining about like they're all taking away the seating in casinos. They used to have benches along these ways.
Where are the kids gonna sit?
Like truly,
to watch their dad lose their birthday money.
They took away all of the seating in Vegas that is not available. The only seats available are at machines, and so if you're a kid, you're not allowed to sit down there. You know what I mean?
Some would say that's good.
Well, but I'm just saying that like there's nowhere for you to sit down if you're a child in Vegas. You have to keep walking. The hotel part.
Okay, the whole city for sure. I don't know why. This explains sort of your confidence to me. This actually makes a lot of sense.
Like, say more about this. I'm
just
so curious.
You are just so like at ease in so many environments.
I'm just so used to being around chaos.
You're kind of
that
just
I'm
like minding your own fucking business at all times. Yeah.
Part of that's probably because I'm a little stoned or something. Not now, but like just in general, I'm probably just like a little stoned. So I'm just like in a corner being like, I had a friend though who told me, because I was at a party, I was sitting down and I was just like chilling, and she's like, people are just gonna come to you, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Or do you feel you're one of those people? Because I am.
I think sometimes, but sometimes no. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, you see that video of like Elon Musk with a water bottle at a party and just like,
I would never.
and then he sits down. Has anyone seen it? It's so funny. I have to send it to you. It's
Please
like,
do. And I don't think
loser.
that's you at all. Because he is one of the most like shaky humans on
Yeah.
earth in terms of his self-confidence. You're the opposite of Elon.
Oh, I hope so. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're killing it in that regard. I never remember to do segments.
Oh, sorry.
No. Don't be sorry.
Canadian. I just have to apologize.
See, that's so funny because I always thought the over apologizing was a like female conditioning thing, and I went to the Midwest in Canada, and I was like, "Oh, y'all are acting like bitches."
We're all subs.
Okay, a cute little thing we do here. What is something that you would like to go no contact with?
I know. I saw this and I was like, "Do I like?" I feel like billionaires, but it's like if it's on my everyday life, it would be ads.
Oh my god.
Ads. I'm over ads.
Oh my god.
Why do I have to watch a minute ad to watch like a 30-second YouTube video? Also,
yeah.
I went to Mexico City. All of the ads on YouTube in Mexico were like 1/10.
Really?
They were so
like
short. They have like some sort of regulation over there or something where I'm like, why are they not as long as American ads? You have to just sit through like sometimes like a minute of ads in the US. And I feel like in Mexico City it was like nothing. Like their YouTube had way less ads.
It is literally, they're pressuring you to pay for whatever.
Yeah,
they're
the
making
YouTube
the ads
Premium.
so insufferable that then you pay for premium or whatever
And
Netflix
shitification
level.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's like with flights, how they like made an actually livable flight now luxury.
Yeah.
So they're forcing you to suffer and coach until you just dish.
Yeah, the pitch between the pitch is like the from one seat to the other seat, and it's like smaller than it's ever been.
And like I think this
crazy.
will have to be stopped soon because I'm not getting taller, but the seats are definitely getting smaller.
I'm short, and I will sit down in a seat, and like my knee will hit the back, and I'm like, how is anyone who is like remotely tall?
Thank you.
You are tall. Sitting down though.
No, it's really
crazy.
fucking weird. And so now, okay, so there's a time when my favorite way to sleep on a plane is like arms crossed on the tray.
You can't.
Okay, I can't do that anymore. And there was a time where there was this in between that was horrible, and I couldn't lay all the way down, and I couldn't like sit back, and I couldn't sleep. Now it's getting so small again where it's almost working because now I can comfortably lean on top of the chair. So actually make it smaller. I should just make them all vertical beds. Stack me up.
No, I used to sleep the exact same way with my head on the tray, like school style. But one time someone leaned back and then my head got crushed.
This has happened. This has always happened to me. It's always kind of a gamble.
I go, bet on it. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it.
And shout out to Zac Efron's job. I do feel though, here's what sucks about ads. It's the only reason art and TV.
I know, and also like I feel like we all know commercial actors are commercial actors.
Your
who
girlfriend
need
is like
money.
the most successful commercial actors I fucking know.
I know so
it's
many.
her haircut, I swear to God, and all her
the
talent
bob
and beauty.
I don't know.
The bob is so iconic. I really just think like that's
It's grown out now though.
That's okay.
I will say the moment I got a bob was the moment when I started booking commercials.
same.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got
right?
an agent
Yeah.
within 2 months.
Let's go, Bob.
Let's go, Bob. I think that's really real. And that does suck about ads. That really does suck about ads because...
But now celebrities taking over all of the jobs for us actor folks.
And this is what people are saying too, is like celebrities aren't making enough money in movies and TV that they have to take the scraps. They
Our
have to do the
scraps.
American Express. Yeah, those used to be our scraps. Damn. I kind of love this economy. I think it's actually going perfect.
That's one thing I don't want no contact with. I don't not want. I want contact with this economy. Contact me. I can talk. I
I thought for a second you were like, let me speak to the manager.
let me talk to the manager of the government.
Honestly, yeah, who is that? Is anyone talking about him? It's Elon Musk again.
No, Peter Thiel. I think it's Peter Thiel. Peter
is
Thiel
he
has
the
more
gay?
power. He's the gay one. He's
the
the one
AI.
who AI
A1.
backed Palantir, backed JD Vance. He's paying him. He's more accurate for what's going to happen to the world as Peter Thiel than
it's-
Elon Musk. I've watched too many YouTube essays about this too.
Elon he's like a big baby, and Peter Thiel had one minor oppression, which was being a gay cis white man, and that only makes you stronger to be more evil. Elon is actually coddled blood diamond baby, and that's why he can't do shit, and he probably falls over all the time.
Both South
This is
African,
an image I keep in my mind.
Peter Thiel's family left Germany because Germany, because it was right after it was like the 60s, was becoming too progressive for their Nazi asses that they moved to South Africa. Like, it's crazy.
You want to know a cool thing about me?
What?
My British side of the family was in South Africa in the 40s and 50s.
See, that's,
They thought Nelson Mandela was wrong.
I mean,
They liked the apartheid. They probably knew the Teals. Oh,
I feel
fuck.
like white people in South Africa, yeah, you're gonna be evil. I'm sure your family was
No
fine.
offense. No, they weren't.
They were-
No. I have this podcast. My family
yeah,
was not
you're like, I have no
You know
contact with
what's
my
crazy?
family.
That wasn't even like the main problem, but that's where it came from, which makes a lot of sense. I remember meeting my call them South African British grandparents, and they literally you can't send your children to public schools in London because they have blacks and Asians there. And I'm like, you can't say that to a 13-year-old from the Bay.
Yeah.
I already didn't like you, Mora. She's probably dead.
Hoe gaan dit met jou? That's the one South African phrase I know.
What does that mean?
How are you?
Nice. I used to know curse words because that's what you learn as a kid.
My dad would also just cook for himself. Did you have a parent who did this? We're just like, what are you cooking? It's like things you don't want to eat, just for one. It's like, okay, cool. It's not like I'm a kid. It's not like I'm a kid.
The way that my number one meal from age 4 and above was top ramen and milk, because that's what I could make myself. No, we did not have family dinners. I didn't even know. I thought that was a thing for TV shows or special occasions. Every time I was at a friend's house and want to stay for dinner, I thought they were doing that for me as a ceremony for their guests.
Ceremony for guests.
And I loved it. They had pesto. I couldn't fucking believe that shit. I literally did not buy garlic till I was in college because I didn't know what it
Well, you're like, what is
seasonings
this?
were. Because we barely had the maids. I
Whoa.
know. And now every time I cook anything, whatever, 4 times a year, I quadruple every seasoning.
What? Yeah, I was gonna be like, what? I mean, top ramen is good though, right?
Top ramen's actually, I do think it's really good.
I love ramen.
It's its own thing. It's like how Taco Bell's not Mexican food. They're
Yeah.
separate cravings. Ramen and top ramen are completely separate.
Yes.
But no, my favorite, because I'm vegetarian, so there's only 2 flavors I can eat. I mix the soy sauce flavor with one of the chili flavor. So then it's a little bit spicy, but then it has a more rounded.
There are more vegetarian
I'm
flavors for
rounded.
things though. I feel like I've seen definitely
Soy sauce? Well, they used to
Soy
call
sauce.
it, I don't even want to say, okay, because do you remember what they used to call it?
No.
I don't even think I can say
Okay,
it.
don't
They
you tell
used
me
to-
after. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they used to
Okay.
call it
Yeah.
Bleep me out.
Yeah.
Oriental. Which my whole life I was.
I hope
as
you
a
didn't
child. My whole life I was going up to, because again I bought my own food too when I was 4. I'd be like, "Do you have the
In the Bay Area?
In the Bay
Good luck.
Area.
Wow.
literally number 1 largest Vietnamese population outside Vietnam?" Okay, what's my thing I want to go no contact with? The way I write these down throughout my little life. Oh. Please tell me how you feel about this. I would like to go no contact with people who, after it's midnight, start saying good morning.
Who are these people?
Dude.
Wait, where are you meeting these people? Are
This
they
has been
in person?
3 people I've dated have done this.
Okay,
and this
you're-
is me probably picking autistics.
Yes. But also that's so specific.
This doesn't happen to you?
No, I've never had someone say good morning.
Oh my God. Let's
That's such a
switch out
dad
our-
joke.
That's what
It's
I'm
a very dad
saying.
joke.
But here's the thing, with the people I dated, I don't think they were trying to be funny. I think they thought it was literally more accurate, and it gave them some kind of discomfort to not correct them. Actually, I'm going to call it, one of my best friends, Ashton, does this. She's extremely OCD, and I think her thing she'll probably be fine with me saying this. Her thing is like she wants to work out before it's midnight because then it counts for that day type of thing.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm like, well, this makes sense with your neuroses. Like, I kind of get it for her. But the reason I wrote this down like last week was because a stranger said it to me. I was like going into my building and a security guard was like, oh, have a good night or good morning. And I was like, I literally want to hit all you with rocks.
Did you stop and go like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
No, I pulled my phone out
say to me?
and I said, this is great content. Finally, I got one. Well, I'm really glad you never had to deal with that.
You gotta put that in a subreddit, see if that's a thing that's going around. Maybe that's like a manosphere thing. Or like something that's going on in like people are taking it from like a weird thing and you don't know. It's like they're all like quoting Rick and Morty or some shit and you don't even know. You don't even know that but they're making a reference to something.
It's
like Drake lyrics.
What it is, not you. Why did you pick the like two worst things it could have been? And you're probably right. I just feel like kids did this. Do you know what I mean? When you're a kid and you're experimenting with like what's true and what's funny, like. But then we grow out of that and we just say goodnight. We're adults at the gay club. But it's like, this is actually wild.
Are they young? Are the people?
No, these are people my age. The past 10 years, I've dated multiple people and had a best friend that consistently has to correct themselves after it's midnight to say good morning. And then why does it bother me so much?
Why does it bother me so much? This is like an ongoing prank they're doing with you. Like, you know how Hay hates it when you say good fucking morning at night?
And I'm like, have I even expressed that I hate it though?
You just did. Maybe your face is like, you just become seething with like, you're like.
That's possibly true.
You're just shaking.
I would shake. It makes me want to shake. Well, thanks for agreeing with me that that's crazy, I guess.
It's annoying. It's definitely
annoying.
But I feel like I would do some shit like that. Like I feel like I've definitely been the person who's like, Happy New Year. And it's like February or whatever. And it's like, oh, is it too late to say Happy New Year?
Okay, and now that you're checking about it, I have done a see you next year on like December
of course,
30th.
Y'all have.
But that one's fun and
We're
true.
All full of whimsy.
Imagine. But the good morning shit is I'm just like all of this. The good morning shit, I'm like, it's still night for me though. People work. They don't work mornings if they work till 1 in the morning.
Are you leaving the apartment building at 1? Maybe that's
coming
why.
Home.
Coming home.
No, they weren't like slut shaming me. If it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, they're like, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, pin squeaker. I don't know how men talk, but I don't listen. Okay, cool. I have one little thing that I would like us to read. And this is going to be...
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Yeah, now that you're an American citizen, I'm going to quiz you on how to spell Mississippi. So this is a no contact story from a Reddit board. And to be clear, my method here is I skim them.
As you should.
Okay, I don't read the whole thing.
We don't need the whole facts.
Because...
we need headlines here, baby.
I want to be surprised. I also want to say this is probably trigger warning style, but that's also the whole podcast. So if you didn't know that, logging in, welcome. Let's do...
Okay.
Do you want to do a popcorn style?
Popcorn style?
I've been going to 12-step meetings.
Oh.
Where we popcorn read. Wait, do they have popcorn in Canada?
Of course we have popcorn in Canada.
Popcorn style, though?
With popcorn, like we have chicken?
Oh, no, girl.
What is popcorn style?
It's like
reading popcorn style?
This wasn't on your citizenship test?
No.
I read a little, then you read a little.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we popcorn around the room.
Oh, yeah.
And so usually you'll pick someone, and you've probably not had a corporate job in America either, huh?
I've had some corporate jobs, but I don't think they count.
They didn't popcorn. They didn't count.
I was freelancing there.
Okay, so I'm gonna start at the beginning, and then I'll hand it off to you for the second half, popcorn style. So this person is trying to figure out essentially how to make peace with their situation. No contact story. Sometimes it hurts not to have a relationship with my mom. I'm family oriented, but mine has rejected me for years until I finally got the message and stopped coming by. I think that's a little crazy for your mom not even to say don't come by. You just take
the hint.
Crazy not on your part, but just like crazy that you just had to kind of ghost your mom.
Yeah.
There's been no contact for 8 years. Wow, just they fizzled out.
A fade out with your parents.
And then has lasted 8 years.
8 years.
The maternal side considers me a mistake since I am mixed. Classic for a reason. The other half, my paternal side, didn't even know where I was because I was kidnapped away from my father and my mother when I was young. She didn't take us, but left us with the care of an alcoholic uncle and his wife. So these are the Baudelaire children if they were mixed race. This is a series of unfortunate events, mixed race.
So wait, so her parents left her with her uncle and her aunt, but she went no contact with them?
I think she was kidnapped.
As an adult?
I think she was kidnapped and then left with her uncle as a child.
Okay.
Yeah. My brother and I grew up as an add-on to other people's families until my mother sent word that I was to come with her and her new husband to the States when I was 8. God, I wish I knew where they were posting from. Okay. They told me not to get out when I fucked up a key detail. They told me to get out when I was 18. When I left the house, I asked him why he so often beat me and then claimed ignorance. My mother knows I was abused as a child and just told me not to talk about it with anyone. She does not know the truth about her husband, and she would not believe me if I told her anyway. Once I asked her if it ever came down to him and me, she would choose, and I'll never forget what she said. Him, always him.
Him, always him? Okay.
Can I be honest? At least she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Because sometimes parents say they'll put you first, and then it is him, always him. At least she fucking said it.
Wait, where's him,
start
always
from
him?
The, start from the top.
I re-met my bio dad when I was in my mid-30s. That's when I was told the truth about how she took us away.
The mom kidnapped them from the bio dad. Okay.
Okay, wow. But if she didn't want them... I chose not to continue a relationship with my bio dad because, well, what would be the point? We were missing years. He was on the other side of the world, and frankly, I do not trust men.
Shout out to that.
Yeah,
no argument there.
It's not like he's reached out either. Our chance to have had a relationship has passed. I no longer need a father, and he wouldn't like the woman I turned out to be. I'm very non-traditional, and my life choices are my own and not influenced by others. It's giving queer. I know. I'm just like, where is the spectrum? Okay, let me. I should stop wanting a relationship with my parents, specifically my mom. My mom is who she is. Therapy has been helpful. Family is a foreign concept that brings a world of pain to me. It's still 4 a.m. and I long for a maternal love that I will never receive. Damn. It hurts and it makes me sad that I still want her to take me into her arms and tell me she loves me. That will never happen. I need to make peace with this. My mother has grown older and remains unchanged. I do not want to continue longing for something that will never happen.
Boom. Freaking mic drop.
Damn.
I guess if I were to give this person advice about how to make peace. See, we're on different sides. I have a question for you because we're on sort of like different sides of this. Of like, I made peace with not talking to my mom specifically after I had a therapist say something kind of amazing to me, which was literally, who cares? I'm not even kidding. It helped me so much because I was like, oh, what if I'm going to regret this time? Like, and of course it's pretty natural to like want a mummy. Yeah. I was like, what if I'll look back and be like, oh, I lost all this time. And especially if she passes away, we never talked again. And he was like, you literally just have to do what you want to do every single day. And you wake up every single day and you go, do I still not want to talk to my mom today? And if the answer is yes, then don't do it. And it's really just not that big of a deal. I can't believe that's what helped me. And he did hit on me 2 years later, but we don't have to talk about that. But a question I had for you. I mean, obviously your dad, he doesn't sound abusive, even though he's a lying, scamming freak. Yeah. Maybe there's emotional abuse there. I don't think lying to your children's good or stealing their money is.
Yeah. I think with my dad also there was a time when I wasn't talking to him because I found out through the vape, well, he told me basically that I had a sister that I didn't, this is before I knew about my sister. I had a sister that I didn't know about, and he had gotten remarried and not told me and not invited me to the wedding, even though there was like a one trip when he was at the Philippines. I'm like, I don't know why. I had this inkling. I was like, are you getting married? And he was like, no. And so he lied to me.
He lied to your face. It wasn't even just by
over the phone or whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
So there was all that stuff where I sent him a long list of like reasons he'd hurt me. He also like missed my high school graduation.
For what? poker game?
Oh, because he was in Vegas gambling. No, because he went to go visit family in Los Angeles. I had family in Long Beach, but then ended up in Vegas and was on such a downswing that he had to stay to try to win it back.
Absolutely.
And then he missed my college graduation because of him still figuring the arrest warrant. And then I had like an acting school graduation that he missed because that was when he got arrested. So
Your graduations seem like bad luck charms for your dad's gambling career. Did you ever think of it like that?
Yeah, I mean, truly. So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, so I kind of know now that with my dad that I just like have no expectations for him. It's not one of those things where like, you know, when you like invite someone who you're dating to your birthday. And just like that's a surefire way to hurt your own feelings. You know what I mean?
If you set up all of these hopes and dreams for how everyone's going to respond and get along and how they'll talk.
Or like, just like if someone you're new, like that's how I think about like my dad. I'm just kind of like, if I'm trying to disappoint myself, I will let him know and tell him and like invite him and expect him to be there. But I think I've just like lowered my expectations to be like, he's just like a dude who I like talk to sometimes now.
Dude.
Because I have to deal with that way, or else I'm like, it's either that or like, it's not like he's gonna, as like I barely talk to him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, he doesn't know anything about my life. If I asked him like what I do, he'd be like, He's always like telling me to come back to Winnipeg to work for the business.
Of course.
So sorry, but your question was
no. This is so valuable because I think you've answered my question, which is just sort of like what has inspired you to still keep this scammer in your life.
I mean, it's just kind of like, to me, it's like I feel like the mental effort for me to completely cut him off would be more than me just being like responding to his like Facebook message and being like, hello.
I hear that.
He's like, hi, how's your mom? And I'm like, okay.
Oh my God, he's not
she's
over
great.
her.
I know, it's so funny.
She won the lottery, actually.
I know.
I think what you were saying is so valuable because I've heard maybe a couple other friends in my life say something similar where there is a world in which you don't have to fully cut off a mom, dad, whatever family figure because they don't serve that role or what you would have liked them to in the past very well, and be like, this can still be someone I know.
Yeah.
And I can still maybe treat you more like a friend, or even like maybe an aunt or cousin is a better like archetype or set of expectations to hold them to so that you can actually preserve your peace and sanity. I actually think that's very, very healthy. I think that's very, very cool. It seems like it's working for you.
Yeah, you know, I still have some like love for my dad, but I also think I'm like, he's like someone who should have never been a father, probably. You know what I mean? And I think that it just kind of like, also like, I don't know this man's trauma fully. I'm just kind of
He'll
like,
probably never
whatever.
talk about it.
I will never know his trauma.
Yeah.
And that's also like something I've also kind of made peace with. I'm like, I'm never going to really know my dad. And like, that's sad, but it's also like, whatever. It's like, if I did know him, it'd just be kind of like, okay, cool. But I don't. And that's just kind of like, that's just like the hand I was dealt.
Let's edit on that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Fun. Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for teaching me about sun runch.
I'm gonna look that up. All right, bye.
No call, no text, no contact.